Nigeria called the shot at the African Games in track event as Tobiloba Amusan reigns supreme again. And in football, it's a full house in Marrakesh, Morocco, with the Super Eagles of Nigeria preparing for their first game since the 2023 African Cup of Nations. Good morning and welcome to another exciting edition of Sports Trip. I am Olujimi Dare-Ogun saying welcome to the show. And so we'll begin with Formula One, where Formula One governing body has led its president of claims he interfered with races in Saudi Arabia and Las Vegas last season. Mohamed Ben Sulayem was alleged to have intervened to overturn a penalty for Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso for Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. A whistleblower claimed the president told the officials not to certify the Las Vegas circuit for last year's races. The FIA said there was no evidence to support the claims. Quoting the statement from the FIA, it says, potential interference were brought to the attention of the FIA Compliance Committee and subsequently passed to the FIA Ethics Committee. After reviewing the results of the inquiries, the Ethics Committee were unanimous in their determination that there was no evidence to substantiate allegations of interference of any kind involving FIA President Mohamed Ben Sulayem. And now to tennis, world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka says her heart is broken after the death of her former boyfriend this week. Konstantin Kostov, a former ice hockey player, died at the age of 42 in Miami on Monday in what the police have described as an apparent suicide. On Wednesday, Sabalenka issued a statement saying Kostov's death was an unthinkable tragedy. The 25-year-old Belarusian, who is the two-time Grand Slam champion, is set to play in the Miami Open this week. Sabalenka is set to play Spain's Paulo Badosa, who described the pair as best friend in the second round on Friday. Badosa said to be uncomfortable playing against the Australian Open champion in the circumstance. Otinashi says, "It is a tough situation. Yesterday I spoke with her, this morning the same. I know the entire situation, what is going on. That for me is a little bit shocking also to go through that, because at the end she's my best friend and I don't want her to suffer. It is a tough situation." And now to athletics, where Chidi Anthony Okezi has finally become an African champion after he took his first gold of the 3 Athletics African Games event in the men's 400-meter final by 4.06 seconds in a personal best finish. Since 2016, in the band when he started representing Nigeria, the best he has done on the continent was a bronze medal in 2019. Nigeria's Samson Etanio pushes through to 4th place in the men's 400 meters hurdles 8-2. Miramiri, the 22-year-old sprinter from Kenya, clocked 50.57 seconds, securing the top spot in the women's 400 meters final to claim the first goal on the offer in athletics on day 3 of the 2023 African Games. She also won gold back in 2019. Joseph Esther from Nigeria claimed the silver medal with a time of 51.61 seconds, with Sibiri Sita from Burkina Faso securing the bronze medal with a time of 51.74 seconds. Still in athletics, after a 4-star scare, Tobiloba Amusan flew to an easy win in the women's 100-meter hurdle final at the African Games, clocking a time of 12.89 seconds. She completed a hat-trick of African Games title with a win and defeated Stadium Field Nestra, who ran 13.19 seconds to finish second. A complete shot, Fils Osame missed out on the podium, finishing fourth with a 13.77 seconds, following Tobiloba Amusan's triumph in Brazzaville 2015, Rabat 2019, and yesterday in Accra 2023. The world record holder extended the record of being the only athlete to have won it more than twice. Staying with the track, Queen Tobi Amusan anchored Nigeria's women 4x100-meter team to win gold medal at the 13th African Games on Wednesday night. The quartet won the race with a time of 14.06 seconds. Amusan combined with Justina Yakobenyo, Olajide Olayinka, and Furia Abinu Sawa to win the race. Liberia and Ghana finished in second and third position respectively. In the men's 4x100-meter relay, Nigeria also won gold medal. The quartet of Sunday Israel Okun, considered Ekanam, Alaba Akintola, and Osheri Shekiri stormed to victory in a time of 38.41 seconds. And now to football on the home scene ahead of the all-important Paris 2024 Olympic Games qualifier. The Bayana of South Africa has resumed campaign. The African champions set up a mouth-watering encounter against Nigeria Super Falcons after they defeated Tanzania over 2 legs. Falcons, on the other part, defeated the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon 1-0 on aggregate to reach the final round of the qualifier. Bayana, under the coach of Desire Ellis, resumed training on Wednesday morning ahead of the qualifier slated for the early part of April. Nigeria will use the first leg at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja on the 5th of April before playing the reverse fixture 4 days later. It's a full house in Marrakesh, Morocco, as the Super Eagles continue preparation for their upcoming friendlies against the Black Stars of Ghana and the Eagles of Mali. According to reports, only Kenneth Omeru and Calvin Bassett sat out of yesterday's session. Nigerian midfielder Alex Obi said the Super Eagles will go out for a win in their friendly against the Black Stars of Ghana. The two rivals clash at the Grand Stade de Marrakech on Friday. It will be the first meeting between both teams since the 2022 FIFA World Cup playoffs, which the Ghanaians won. It will be highlighting the importance of the game, said, and I quote, "It is a game against one of our rivals, a nation that is close to us, so we will give our 100% and try to get a good result." Finally, on the home scene, Luton Town forward Elijah Adebayo is keen to wear the green and white shirt of Nigeria. The 26-year-old has made a big impression at Luton Town this season. Adebayo has scored 9 goals in 23 Premier League appearances for the Hatters this term. The lanky man, who was born in England to Nigerian parents, is determined to showcase his talent on the international scene. Quoting him, he says, "Heritage is big for me. Obviously, my mother was born in Nigeria. I am proud to be Nigerian and I would love to play for Nigeria." End of quote. Adebayo is currently sidelined with a hamstring injury and could miss the rest of the season. And now to football in Europe. A court has ruled that former Manchester City and Real Madrid forward Rabiot must have a 9-year rape sentence in his home country of Brazil. Rabiot was found guilty by an Italian court in 2017 of taking part in 2013 gang rape of a 22-year-old Albanian woman. He has been living in Brazil, which does not extradite his nationals. Judges in Brasilia ruled on Wednesday that he should serve his sentence in Brazil following the request from Italy. He will remain free pending a possible appeal against the ruling. The Brazilian international, who has 100 caps for his country, was playing for AC Milan at the time of the crime. Moving on, former Arsenal star Gilberto Silva has urged his old club to sign Premier League midfielder Douglas Luiz this summer. Silva believes it will be a great move for both parties. He, however, admitted that Luiz, who plays for Aston Villa, will be expensive because of his form. Luiz has been in top form for Aston Villa this season, scoring 10 goals and providing 10 assists in 42 games. Quoting Silva, he says, "I think it will be expensive because he's in good form. I am just happy to see another Brazilian doing great things in the Premier League. Any top club will want him right now, and so why not Arsenal? I think it will be a great move for the club and for him as well." Portugal legend Luis Figo has reviewed the 6 favorite countries that can win the Euro 2024 in Germany. The 6 countries are Portugal, Germany, Spain, France, England and Belgium. Speaking recently with Marca, the former Real Madrid said, and I quote, "We Portugal have the best team in the world. I honestly say with a lot of talent and experience. We are one of the favorites to win the title with France, England. Then there are also the usual ones with Spain, Germany and Belgium. I think it will be a good championship. Honestly, I hope that Portugal is my champion." Speaking of the Euro 2024, later today is Poland against Estonia, Wales against Finland, Bosnia and Herzegovina against Ukraine, not forgetting Israel against Iceland, Georgia against Luxembourg, Greece against Kazakhstan in what are the playoff matches for the Euro 2024. This is where we call it a wrap on today's edition of Sport Trip. Keep listening to us on Lagos Track 96.1. I am Olujimi Dare-Ogun saying stay sporty, stay healthy.
All right, that was Sports Trip with Olujimi